An American-born soldier serving in the Israeli Defense Force was sentenced to military jail for eating a non-kosher sandwich during training. What a horrible offense, let me tell you. I'm so offended by your sandwich. This is how people actually had to think to get mad enough at him to say, "Oh, put him in jail, sandwich, bad sandwich." Whoa, okay. So according to Israel Radio, the punishment was pushed off, thank goodness, and at the last second they actually transferred it to not receiving weekend leave. So instead of putting him in jail, they were kind. They said, "We're just going to ground you. Go to your room. No weekend leave for you because you ate the wrong sandwich." I'm gonna come back to that time and time again because I just think it's fucking hilarious that there was outrage, genuine outrage, over a sandwich. So an IDF spokesperson has an interesting comment on this. He said, "The soldier was given such a harsh sentence because his actions were unbecoming for a soldier currently in commander's training school." I'm going to go back to the point I made in the previous segment, man. Look at how insular religious communities are. Whether they're Christian, whether they're Muslim, whether they're, in this case, Jewish. They're so incredibly insular, where in their mind, because of their ridiculous code of beliefs, they think, what do you mean? Of course it makes sense to put him in jail because of a sandwich. It was the wrong sandwich. Hello, do you not get that? No, we get it, and it's dumb! It is dumb! It is dumb! This story immediately reminded me of the story from 2014 when the Israeli cabinet approved the Jewish state bill. You remember this? And what it did is it officially declared Israel to be a Jewish state. Now, funny enough, there weren't too many people concerned about theocracy when Netanyahu was pushing for that. In fact, let me just give you his quote on that so you see exactly where he's coming from. He said, "Israel is a Jewish democratic state. There are those who want democracy to take precedence over Judaism, and those who want Judaism to take precedence over democracy. In the law I am bringing, both principles are equal and must be given equal consideration." Think about if that was said in America with Christianity. You know, some people in America want Christianity to supersede democracy. Some people want democracy to supersede Christianity. What we'll do is we'll make them both equal. If that was said in America, we would all rightly stand up and go, "Fucking crazy person, that's theocracy! No, we don't want that, that's insanity!" But, in Israel, when Netanyahu did it, it's almost like everybody was expecting it, because Netanyahu's a crazy person and Likud are far-right idiots. And then he also said, "Israel is the national home of the Jewish people, where there are equal rights for every citizen, but," I love putting a but there, "but there are national rights only for the Jewish people." Oh, I see. So everybody's equal, except Jewish people are the only people that get national rights. So it's almost like the groups are separate but equal. That's never gone wrong in history. Good thinking. And furthermore, this reminded me of a story that we covered in August, in 2014, where 200 far-right protesters stormed the wedding of a Jewish woman and a Muslim man in Tel Aviv, and they started chanting, "Death to Arabs." Now, you might think, say, "Kyle, I don't understand how all these stories are linked." Well, here's the point. The point is very simple. Beware of the far right wing and the theocrats everywhere. See, we have a tendency in America, because our ally is Israel, we have a tendency to say, well, look at the other crazies in the region. Oh, in the Palestinian territory, Hamas is terrible. And by the way, they are. Let's be clear about that. They're horrendous. Even the Palestinian Authority, we covered that recently, how, Fatah was responsible for arresting somebody for insulting Muhammad or something like that. I flipped out over that. But the thing is, we talk about that. So we have a dialogue about that. We condemn that. But the thing is, we always tend to focus on the people who are our enemies because they are our enemies, and we say, well, those guys are fucking crazy because they're those guys. I mean, look at them. They're fucking crazy. But let's just be objective here for a second, guys, okay? And let's also criticize when it's fucking people we consider on our team doing the bad things. So yes, flip out, go crazy, condemn nonstop, Talk about it when Hamas does something fucked up. Talk about it when, other Middle Eastern countries do fucked up shit. But gotta do it when it's our allies too. By the way, same thing, ISIS versus Saudi Arabia. They're so similar in how they function, but one gives us oil, so we don't talk about how fucked up they are nearly as much. Let's talk about how everybody's fucked up when they do something fucked up. So yes, Hamas, terrible. ISIS, terrible. Saudi Arabia, terrible. Let's be specific. Talk about all the different things they do. But yes, when the U.S. does something fucked up, let's talk about it. When we get ultra right-wing and theocratic, let's talk about it. And when Israel does that too, let's fucking talk about it. They tried to put somebody in jail, and then they still punished them for eating the wrong sandwich. Okay? And they officially said, we are a Jewish state. Nobody bats an eyelash. Nobody talks about how, this is a disturbing trend. Well, we should talk about it because it is a disturbing trend.